Hello there, Leslie. It is I, Ann. I feel like such a dork. I'm not sick this week, so that's nice. You don't have to listen to me hack or sound all rough and kind of creepy. I wanted to tell you first of all that I'm so proud of you for what you did this week. What you did with that family session, that you took a chance and you pushed yourself, and you're kind of feeling like you're not sure about the results, which I think is totally normal and it's a good sign. You went out of your comfort zone, and I don't think that's always going to make you feel like you nailed it, one of the first times that you tried that, but it's such a learning experience, and I think that you have so much to learn from that, and I'm excited to go through these images with you. I do also want to say that these images definitely speak to me above some of the other ones that you've shown that have been more perfect. Because in every single one there's a genuine feeling and connection with the viewer, and I think that it kind of comes down to what you prioritize more, do you prioritize more like having a composition that you feel is just like the perfect or pleasing one, or do you prioritize like what you got in this first image with dad looking down at this beautiful baby and she's smiling at you? Gosh, she's a gorgeous child. I love it. I love this moment. It's perfect to me. Yes, I think that there are things you could have done different, and if you continue to shoot this way, the thing is, you got to remember that this was your first go at it, out of the gate. And if you continue to do this, I think you're just going to get better and better, and you'll start to, develop habits of little things that you can do to more control your situation, even though you're letting them be natural. Like in this situation, such a natural moment. I would have let the natural moment happen, and then I would have asked Dad, okay, yeah, look down at her again, but this time turn your nose a little bit in, and have your chin a little bit up so I can actually see your smile. I want to see how you're smiling at her. That's one of the main things that I would change here. I think this is your S. Is this? Let me see. Okay, I labeled them wrong. This is your edit. That's your SOSC. So I would have wanted to see Dad's face a little bit more. I do think your crop is brilliant. The fact that you took away that really annoying distracting tree in the background, yes, thank you. Good job. I love your editing. Your images have this peachy, beautiful, warm tone. I don't know how you do it. It's like a mystery to me. I'm kind of jealous a little bit because I don't know how to get that in my images. I do think, yeah, there is a little bit more red in your edit than, but it's not red, it comes out a little bit more orangey. Not, I know that's like a taboo word. I don't mean like Oompa Loompa at all. I mean peachy, which if is I actually think is, really beautiful, and if that is your thing, then I wouldn't give up on it. I wouldn't abandon it. I like how you've cropped this well so that Dad's legs, I think where you've chopped him, are good places to chop, not awkward places to chop. And it's awesome because it's such a beautiful portrait of this baby, but yet there's a real moment happening too with Dad smiling at her, and you feel that love. So, I think this image is brilliant. I do hate this blanket. Um, it's just a little distracting. It's green, and it's like almost the same green as the grass, but it's not quite the same green as the grass, and I might have preferred him just sitting on the grass and not having the blanket there at all. Now that's just a little thing that I'm being nitpicky about, but your light is beautiful, your color is beautiful. I love your edit. I love the images as a whole. The image as a whole, I think it really worked here. I know you're kind of feeling like you doubt it, but I do think it worked beautifully, and I wonder if you like to crop and do that post work. I I don't know if I'm wrong in thinking this or not, but I would encourage you to shoot how you want to show it. I just think it helps refine your vision that much more when you have to make that call in the moment. Now, it might be that you're making that call in the moment, but you intentionally shoot further back just to give yourself room in case you need it. I'm not sure if that's what you do, but I I think it'll make you a stronger shooter if you crop a little bit less afterwards. Even though you're really good at it, you do it so well. I just think it'll strengthen your vision if you challenge yourself to get the right crop, the moment you take the shot. And that might be something you do later on when you get more comfortable, shooting these kind of natural sessions. Let's move on. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going out of order. Oh, I'm just going to jump over here, and this was one of your last images, but I love this image. I think it is perfect. I mean, swing sets can be cute or they can be super ugly, and this one doesn't look like it was particularly cute, but you made it seem cute. I love that baby's looking at mom. I love that that mom is like, trying to make baby smile or clapping or just interacting with her child, and dad is just in heaven. It feels so natural, and you composed it really, really well. Um, let's see. There's not a lot I would pick apart here. I would want to see what an image with her like totally swinging would look like, just because it would add that much more motion. Also, one little thing that's a little tip that I always try to remember, anytime you have mom closer to the camera, I'm sure you realize this, especially when you have such kind of a thin, trim dad, wives who don't usually like to look bigger than their husbands, and placing her closer to the camera makes her look just a tiny bit bigger. And again, this is me being nitpicky. I don't actually mind it here, but if you want to be more thoughtful about the images you create, you might have placed mom behind the swing pushing and dad over here, because dad would have then looked bigger, I think. So that's just a little something to consider. But other than that, the light's beautiful. You made simplicity out of kind of busy elements, by keeping the line straight and the horizon low and clean. And I, I'm just very impressed with that, especially the fact that you cropped in made this image so much stronger. It almost makes it look like you dropped your perspective, like you were lower. Some of your images, I do wonder and feel like you can get a little bit lower, a lower angle. That's not always flattering on mom and dad, but I kind of would like to see you try it and see what it does to your images, to give them kind of energy and movement and life. Just by playing with your angles a little bit instead of just, shooting them straight on. So that's something to consider. Let's jump ahead. This, love it. So, so cute. You're so good. Like, this looks like it should be in Parents Magazine. It has a very editorial feel. I think the clothing looks great. You expressed that you were insecure about that. I think it looks beautiful. The bokeh, awesome. Baby does look a little pink in her skin tones. Again, she's peachy, so I don't mind it. It's just a little tiny bit. I don't know how you do this peachy beautiful thing, but it makes your light look so beautiful. I think it's working for you that you're kind of choosing shade, open shade and backlight. It's creating a consistent look through your images that I'm starting to associate with you. So good job on that. Totally. It's a beautiful, soft look, and I love it, and I think it works with the way you shoot. So yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to keep on doing that. Let's see. You said that, the images you're showing me this week, they're not necessarily your favorite, but they're ones that you feel like you would benefit from. And one thing here, just a little nitpicky, mom is kissing her, but I feel like mom doesn't necessarily look as happy as she could. So like I would be interested to see. I bet you got a shot where she was like doing this, but instead of a kiss, like a pucker, she probably had a little smile. And I think that would be the image that I would prefer, as opposed to this pucker, just because of the pucker I don't think is super flattering for mom's face. And as we all know, we want to make the moms feel just beautiful and pretty. I think that's one of the most important things, because moms are the ones always taking the shots. So just that expression there, I would consider that. And not the most interesting.